My name is Ava Bennett, and I'm 30 years old, standing in the living room of my parents' cozy brownstone in Boston's Back Bay, Massachusetts, on August 5, 2030. The air is warm with summer's touch, scented with fresh lilacs arranged on the walnut coffee table, the soft hum of ceiling fans blending with the distant clatter of Charles Street traffic. Tonight is a family dinner, meant to celebrate my engagement to my fiancé, Liam, a kind-hearted software engineer whose proposal I accepted 3 months ago under a starlit Cape Cod sky. My parents, Mom and Dad, sit on the plaid sofa, their smiles warm but tinged with unease, their wine glasses catching the glow of a brass floor lamp. My brother, Noah, 2 years older, leans against the fireplace mantel in a pressed blazer, his blonde hair slicked back, his smile charming but sharp. Moments ago, Mom broke the news that shattered my world. The $50,000 wedding fund I'd saved over 5 years, meticulously deposited in a joint family account for safekeeping, is gone. Noah. He needed it for a business venture, Dad said, his voice heavy, his eyes avoiding mine. Noah shrugged, his tone casual but cutting. You didn't need it yet, Ava. My startup's a sure thing. Consider it an investment. The betrayal stings deeper than the loss, his dismissal echoing years of being overshadowed. What they don't know, what I've kept hidden, is that I'm already planning my revenge. Not a petty theft, but $1 million startup, Greenwave Analytics, a sustainability data platform I've been building in secret. In my purse, a USB drive holds my business plan, ready to launch my triumph, not to destroy Noah, but to make them see the daughter they've underestimated. Before I unravel how I turned Noah's theft into my victory, let me take you back to where this divide began. Growing up in Boston was a life of middle-class comfort laced with subtle slights. Our parents, Mom, a high school biology teacher with a nurturing but distracted demeanor, and Dad, an accountant for a local firm, steady but reserved, provided a stable home, public schools, soccer camps, piano lessons, and a brownstone with a tiny backyard where hydrangeas bloomed. Noah was the golden child, a charismatic dreamer with Mom's warmth and Dad's knack for numbers, always stealing the spotlight at school plays, math competitions, and family dinners around our oak table. I was the quieter one, the girl who'd rather code simple apps on my laptop or organize neighborhood cleanups than chase trophies or applause. Our home, with its creaky floors, book-lined walls, and a kitchen smelling of Mom's lasagna, was a haven of love, but also a stage where Noah shone, and I struggled to be noticed. The first wound came early, at 8. I spent weeks coding a recycling tracker app for a school science fair, inspired by a beach cleanup with Grandpa. I presented it at a family barbecue in our backyard, my laptop perched on a picnic table, proud of the pie charts showing waste diverted. Dad promised to test it, but he was engrossed in Noah's latest soccer goal, his cheers echoing across the yard. Mom glanced at my screen murmuring, "That's nice, Ava," her eyes on Noah's muddy cleats, a trophy gleaming beside him. Noah, 10, smirked, leaning over my laptop. "Cute game, Ava. Stick to playing, not inventing." The table laughed, cousins giggling, Uncle Sam ruffling Noah's hair, Aunt Jane nodding as if it were gospel. I closed my laptop, the app's code blurring through tears, the hurt settling like a stone, a pattern that took root. By middle school, Noah was a star. Class president, math Olympiad champ, his report cards a family shrine on the fridge. I was the thinker, acing computer science and English, organizing a school eco-club that diverted 500 pounds of waste, my bedroom desk buried under notebooks, a Raspberry Pi, and recycled craft supplies. At 12, I won a regional coding contest for a water usage tracker, earning a $300 prize and a mention in the Boston Globe, my app's dashboard printed in grainy color. At a family Thanksgiving, surrounded by cousins in our living room's warm glow, Noah announced his early admission to a prestigious STEM camp, his voice commanding the table. My win got a fleeting nod from Dad, drowned by cheers for Noah's feat. "That's just tinkering, Ava," Noah teased, winking at cousin Mia, his grin sparking laughter. Mom smiled, refilling her Merlot, Dad clapped Noah's shoulder, and I gripped my fork, the dismissal burrowing deeper, my resolve to prove them hardening. That silence became my shield, but it came at a cost. In high school, Noah's charm earned him a partial scholarship to MIT, his path glittering with debate wins and startup pitches. I graduated with honors, accepted to Northeastern for computer science, but my achievements were afterthoughts at family gatherings, eclipsed by Noah's MIT stories. At 15, I interned at a Boston tech nonprofit, building a carbon footprint app, earning quiet praise from the director. You've got a builder's mind, Ava. At my graduation party, held in our backyard with fairy lights and a folk band, Noah stole the spotlight, regaling ants with tales of his startup pitch at a tech fest. My Northeastern acceptance got a distracted "good job, Ava" from Mom, drowned by applause for Noah's latest venture. "Don't bore us with apps, Ava," Noah quipped, his smile sharp, sparking laughter, Mom and Dad joining in, their eyes alight for him, oblivious to my clenched jaw. I vowed to outshine him, not with his flash, but with my grit, my dreams taking root in code and impact. After Northeastern, I earned a master's in data science, working as a sustainability analyst at a Boston firm, earning $90,000, my life modest. A studio in Somerville, a used Prius, my savings split between my $50,000 wedding fund and Greenwave Analytics, a side project analyzing corporate carbon emissions. Noah, meanwhile, floundered at MIT, dropping out to chase startup dreams, his ventures, crypto apps, e-commerce, fizzling, his lifestyle flashy, designer sneakers, a South End loft he could barely afford, a leased Tesla. He positioned himself as the family's visionary, dismissing my work as niche, his buzzwords, disruption, scalability, dominating dinners while my projects, like a $200,000 client contract for emissions tracking, earned polite nods or quick subject changes. "Don't bore us with green stuff, Ava," he'd tease, Mom's smile soft, Dad's chuckle warm, their bias a wound that grew, my resolve to surpass him sharpening. In 2028, I began developing Greenwave in secret, coding nights, securing $100,000 in seed funding from a sustainability accelerator, my prototype gaining traction with 2 Boston firms. I kept it under an LLC, letting family assume I was just an analyst, my startup hidden to avoid Noah's scrutiny. In 2029, Liam proposed, and I entrusted my $50,000 wedding fund to a joint family account, believing it safe. Noah, struggling with his latest venture, accessed it, Mom and Dad's approval a silent betrayal. I caught him eyeing my laptop during a 2029 Christmas visit, likely hunting financials, but I'd secured them, his high school borrowing of my code a lesson. In 2030, Dad hinted at Noah's emergency, but I never imagined he'd take my fund. Tonight's dinner, meant to plan my wedding, is the breaking point. I arrive at 6 p.m., the brownstone stoop lined with potted ferns, the living room cozy with family photos and knit throws. Mom serves roast chicken, Dad pours Pinot Grigio, Noah's charm filling the space, but their news, the stolen $50,000, lands like a sledgehammer. Mom's Noah needed it more, and Noah's it's an investment. Ava twists the knife, cousin Mia and Aunt Jane present for dinner, shifting uncomfortably, Mia's eyes meeting mine, Jane's gaze downcast. I nod, my face calm, my purse holding the USB with Greenwave's business plan. $100,000 funding, 2 clients, a $1 million valuation pitch ready. Noah's smug, "I'll pay you back when it hits greats," his assumption of my compliance a spark. Mia, my cousin and an environmental scientist who's seen Noah's shine outstrip mine since we beach cleaned at 14, pulls me aside in the kitchen, her teal sweater soft, her eyes fierce. "That was low, Ava," she whispers, rinsing plates. "Noah's got them fooled. What's your play?" I confide my secret, my voice low. "I'm launching Greenwave Analytics, Mia. $1 million startup, sustainability data. I'm done hiding." Her eyes widen, then spark, her grin sharp. "That's huge. Launch it, Ava. Make them regret this." Her faith, forged in Cape Cod summers sorting recyclables and dreaming of impact, steadies me, a lifeline in Noah's fog of betrayal. Dinner ends, Noah holding court by the fireplace, his blazer crisp, his startup tales flowing, Mom and Dad nodding, their pride for him a familiar ache, Mia and Jane silent, Dad pouring more wine. I slip to the study, its oak shelves a refuge, and open my laptop, the USB glowing with my empire's truth. I'm done being the daughter they overlook. Noah stole my wedding fund, but Greenwave Analytics, my $1 million startup, will make them see me, not his shadow, but the woman who built a legacy from silence. August 6, 2030, dawns with a soft summer haze over Boston's Back Bay, the Charles River shimmering beyond my Somerville studio apartment, its single window framing the city's brick townhouses. I'm seated at my cluttered desk, a haven of laptops, post-it notes, and a cooling mug of chamomile tea, its floral scent grounding me against the hum of morning traffic. Last night's family dinner at my parents' brownstone, where Mom and Dad revealed Noah's theft of my $50,000 wedding fund. He needed it for a business venture. And his casual dismissal, "You didn't need it yet, Ava, it's an investment," still burns, a betrayal sharper than the loss itself. They think I'm just a sustainability analyst, oblivious that I've been building Greenwave Analytics, a $1 million valued startup for corporate carbon tracking, in secret through an LLC. The USB drive in my purse, holding my business plan, pitch deck and 2 client contracts, is my trump card, and Mia's fierce encouragement. "Launch it, Ava, make them regret this," spurs me to act. Today, I forge a plan to unveil Greenwave at a Boston Tech Expo next week, navigating Noah's influence over our family and the financial strain of my lost fund, a blow to my wedding and startup dreams. Noah thinks he's outshined me, but I'm ready to blaze, not to destroy him, but to claim my place as the daughter they've underestimated. The past 12 hours have been a storm of resolve and raw hurt. After Noah's smug justification and Mom's "Noah needed it more," I retreated to my parents' study, Mia's support a lifeline in the fog of betrayal. Her faith, forged in Cape Cod summers sorting recyclables and dreaming of environmental impact, steadied me, but the loss of $50,000, 5 years of savings for my wedding with Liam, threatens my financial stability and Greenwave's growth. My analyst job at a Boston firm, earning $90,000, covers my modest life, a studio, a used Prius, but the startup, funded by $100,000 from a sustainability accelerator, needs another $75,000 to scale servers and hire a developer. Noah's theft, backed by Mom and Dad's approval, wasn't just personal, it risks derailing my expo pitch, where I aim to secure $200,000 in venture capital. My phone buzzes with a text from Mia. "You okay after Noah's stunt? When's Greenwave dropping?" "Lunch today." I reply, 1 p.m., thinking cup. "Need your brain." Her response is instant, "Hell yes. Let's make him choke on that investment line." I smile, Mia's fire kindling my own, my plan taking shape. Unveil Greenwave at the Boston Tech Expo on August 12, a public stage with 500 attendees, to counter Noah's betrayal and prove my worth. At 9:30 a.m., I dive into Greenwave's financials, my laptop screen glowing with spreadsheets detailing $100,000 in seed funding, 2 client contracts worth $50,000, and a $1 million valuation pitch. A knock interrupts. Lila, my freelance coder and Greenwave's tech lead, her backpack slung over one shoulder, her tablet open to our app's dashboard. "The prototype's solid," she says, her short hair tucked behind her ears, her voice warm but urgent. "But we need $30,000 for server upgrades before the expo demo." Noah's startup talk hit a client. "They're asking if you're reliable," after hearing about family drama. "Should we address it?" I shake my head, my voice steady despite the knot in my chest. "Focus on the demo, carbon tracking, real-time metrics. I'll handle the narrative." Lila nods, her frown lingering, Noah's theft rippling beyond the family, a threat to Greenwave's credibility. I call my accelerator mentor, Priya, her Cambridge office a hum of keyboards over the phone. "You're tight on cash," she warns, her voice crisp. "Losing $50,000 hurts. Clients are skittish after Noah's venture got mentioned in a tech blog, implying you're unstable. You're $75,000 short for scaling. The expo's your shot, nail the pitch, land $200,000 VC." My stomach churns. Noah's influence, amplified by family gossip and blog chatter, is a direct hit to my startup's momentum. "I'm fixing it," I say, my resolve hardening, Priya's warning echoing Mia's call to act. At 1 p.m., I walk to Thinking Cup, a cozy back bay cafe with exposed brick walls, chalkboard menus, and the aroma of espresso and fresh scones, its patio shaded by maples overlooking Newberry Street. Mia's at a corner table, her teal sweater vibrant, her dark hair in a loose ponytail, a latte steaming beside her laptop, open to a tech blog mentioning Noah's promising venture. "Spill the plan," she says, breaking a scone, her environmental scientist's precision in every move, her eyes gleaming with defiance. I outline my strategy, pitch Greenwave at the Boston Tech Expo, a 500-person event with VCs and tech leaders, unveil my $1 million valuation and client contracts, then confront the family post-expo, letting Noah's theft backfire when my success shines. "Go big," Mia urges, sipping her latte, her voice fierce. "Invite Mom, Dad, even Noah to the expo. let them see you crush it. Noah's got them wrapped with his charm, but they'll crack when green wave lands. Watch him, he's probably snooping, digging into your startup. I nod, recalling Noah's Christmas laptop glance, his habit of prying into my code now a threat to my pitch. Files are locked, I say, my voice firm. USBs in my safe, laptop encrypted. But Mom and Dad, they'll back him. Mia leans in, her gaze unyielding, they're wobbling. Mom's guilt last night, Dad's silence. You're not just their daughter, you're their legacy.
Do it for you, Ava. Back at my apartment, I draft the expo pitch, my fingers pausing over the laptop, Noah's investment yap a splinter in my tukukts.
The event, set for August 12th at the Heinz Convention Center, will host VCs, clients, and media, a stage to shift perceptions.
I text the family group chat. Join ML at the Boston Tech Expo, August 2012, 10 Uhr morgens, Hühne Center. Sharing the meeting big.
Responses trickle in. Mom's proud of you, Ava. Dad's Kurt will try, Liam's can't wait. But Noah's silence is ominous, his startup hustler instincts likely sensing a shift. I secure my laptop with a new password, encrypt Greenwave's files, and check my safe, the USB with my business plan. $100,000 funding, $1 million valuation, safe behind steel, a lesson from Noah's high school borrowing of my app code for his school project.
August 7, A Financial Blowlands.
Priya emails, a client's hesitating on a $20,000 contract, spooked by Noah's blog buzz about his venture, over your analyst role. You're $95,000 short now, expos critical for $200,000 VC. My pulse spikes, Noah's influence, amplified by tech gossip, threatens Greenwave's launch, the $50,000 loss a noose tightening. I call my bank, Rachel, my loan officer, her voice firm, Ava, $95,000 by September 1st, or you'll need to pause scaling. Expose your lifeline, land that funding. I revise my pitch, adding a demo video, carbon dashboards, client testimonials, my voice detailing $50,000 contracts, $1 million valuation, to dazzle VCs. A memory surfaces, I'm 11, at a Cape Cod beach cleanup with Grandpa, logging recyclables on my app, his voice warm, you build what matters, Ava. Noah, 13, interrupts, dragging Dad to his soccer trophy, Mom's voice, let him shine. I'm left with my laptop, Grandpa's nod my fuel, the spark of Greenwave. Now at 30, I'm done fading. My expo reveal will blaze, not just for me, but for the legacy Grandpa saw. August 8th, Noah breaks his silence in the family chat. Expo sounds cute, Ava.
Hope your little app does and flop.
His sarcasm, a digital echo of his investment jab, stings, his influence a fog I must pierce. I meet Liam at the Charles River Esplanade, his jeans dusty from biking, his support steady as we walk the path. Noah's out of line, he says, his voice earnest. Your expo's going to kill it, invite us, I'll cheer you on.
I confide my plan, my voice low, the rivers ripple a shield. Greenwave's $1 million startup, Liam.
Expose the stage. His eyes widen, then he grins, hugging me, you're unstoppable, Ava. Make Noah eat his words. His faith, solid as his proposal, bolsters me, a second ally beside Mia. August 11th, Expo prep consumes me, Lila coding the demo, staff prepping booth visuals, my pitch polished, business plan, contracts, valuation. Noah's sway looms, his charm holds Mom, Dad, and cousin Jane, his blog buzz a threat, but Mia's right, Greenwave will shatter their bias. I rehearse my speech, balancing pride and grace, aiming to shift their gaze without sparking war. A memory hits. I'm 16, coding an eco-app at a hackathon, dreaming of startups. Noah, 18, laughs, niche toys Ava, his MIT pin gleaming, Mom's nod for him, not me. Tomorrow, that dream shines, Greenwave unveiled, Noah's theft a fading echo under the expo's lights.
August 2012, the expo nears, my apartment a Nerve Center, the USB my sword, Mia and Liam my Alice, the Hühne Center my stage.
Noah texts privately, ready for your cute app, Ava.
Don't flop on Mom's big night. Knees town fools me, Greenwave my shield, my empire ready to light the family's eyes, to the length Noah's scorn with the truth of my legacy.
August 12, 2030, dawns with a vibrant summer energy in Boston, the Heinz Convention Center a bustling hive for the Boston Tech Expo, a premier showcase drawing 500 attendees, venture capitalists, startup founders, tech journalists, and industry pioneers. The exhibition hall, with its soaring glass ceiling, neon-lit booths, and polished concrete floors, pulses with the aroma of artisan coffee and the electric buzz of screens displaying AI algorithms, blockchain platforms, and robotics demos. My booth for Greenwave Analytics, my $1 million valued sustainability data startup, stands out with a sleek setup, a large monitor looping a real-time carbon emissions dashboard for 2 Boston clients, a banner in teal and white proclaiming Track Green, Thrive Clean, and a stack of pitch decks detailing our vision. I'm dressed in a tailored teal blazer and black slacks, my nerves tingling but my voice steady, preparing to deliver a pitch at 11 a.m. to secure $200,000 in venture capital funding. A week ago, my brother Noah stole my $50,000 wedding fund, dismissing it as an investment for his floundering startup, with mom and dad's complicity. Noah needed it more, a betrayal that cuts deeper than the loss itself. They see me as just a sustainability analyst, unaware I've built Greenwave in secret through an LLC, with $100,000 in seed funding and a prototype gaining traction. Today, clutching a USB drive with my business plan, contracts, and financials, bolstered by Mia and Liam's unwavering support, I'm poised to unveil Greenwave, shattering Noah's narrative and forcing my family to see the daughter they've underestimated. Yet his influence, fueled by a tech blog hyping his venture and family loyalty, casts a shadow, and the financial strain of my lost fund, $95,000 needed to scale, threatens my expo success. This hall is my stage, and I'm ready to claim my legacy, not to ruin Noah, but to rise as the visionary they've overlooked. The past 6 days have been a whirlwind of preparation, resilience, and quiet fury. After Noah's theft and his taunting text, "Hope your little app doesn't flop," Mia's fierce, "Make them regret this," and Liam's steadfast, "You're unstoppable," ignited my resolve to unveil Greenwave at the expo, a public platform to counter Noah's betrayal and fund my startup's growth. Greenwave Analytics, designed to track corporate carbon emissions in real time, is strained by the $50,000 loss, with $95,000 needed for server upgrades and a developer hire, a shortfall worsened by a client's hesitation on a $20,000 contract due to Noah's blog buzz painting me as unreliable. Priya's warning, the expo's your shot for $200,000 VC, and Rachel's bank deadline, $95,000 by September 1st, pushed me to refine my pitch, a live demo, client testimonials, and a $1 million valuation backed by $100,000 in seed funding. Noah's silence in the family group chat, broken by his private jab, "Don't flop on mom's big night," hinted at scheming, likely through his MIT tech contacts, echoing his Christmas laptop snooping when he tried to access my financials. I fortified my defenses, encrypting my laptop, securing my booth's tablet, and locking the USB in my apartment safe, a lesson from his high school borrowing of my app code for his science fair project. At 8:30 a.m., the expo doors swing open, the hall transforming into a vibrant ecosystem of innovation, attendees navigating booths showcasing 3D printed prosthetics, quantum computing models, and AR headsets. My booth, positioned near a central aisle, draws early interest with its glowing dashboard, real-time emissions data for a Boston law firm and a retail chain, visualized in sleek charts. Lila, my freelance coder and Greenwave's tech lead, adjusts the demo on her tablet, her black hoodie a contrast to the hall's polished suits, her voice low but urgent. "The dashboard's rock-solid, Ava, but we're maxed on servers, $30,000 needed ASAP for the expo load." A VC asked if Noah's venture competes with us, his blogs spreading fast. My jaw tightens, Noah's influence a creeping virus, his investment dismissal now a tangible threat to my startup's credibility. "Keep the demo smooth," I say, handing her a backup USB with our source code, my voice calm despite the churn in my gut. "I'll handle Noah's noise, focus on the metrics." Lila nods, her eyes lingering with concern, the weight of my reveal a high-stakes gamble, empowering my vision but risking family fallout. At 9:45 a.m., my family arrives, their presence a mix of support and tension. Mom, in a floral sundress, weaves through the crowd, her smile warm but shadowed by guilt, her glasses catching the neon glow. Dad, in a navy polo, trails her, his accountant's posture rigid, his eyes avoiding mine, a silent acknowledgement of their complicity in Noah's theft. Mia, in a teal blazer matching mine, joins them, her environmental scientist's poise razor-sharp, her nod fierce as she whispers, "You're rewriting history today, Ava. Crush it." Liam, in a charcoal sweater, slips beside me at the booth, his hand squeezing mine, his voice a steady anchor. "You've got this, love.
Show them who you are.
Cousin Jane and Aunt Sam hover near a robotics booth, Jane's curiosity evident in her glance, Sam's loyalty to Noah clear in her pursed lips, her phone likely open to his blog. Noah strides in at 10:15, his tailored blazer crisp, blonde hair slicked back, his smile charming but predatory, a tech blogger, an old MIT buddy named Samir, in tow, their phones raised, likely hunting for leverage. "Cute setup, Ava," Noah says, pausing at my booth with a latte, his voice dripping with condescension.
Hope your little app does and crash under the spotlight.
His jab, an echo of his investment taunt, lands hard, Jane chuckling softly, Mom's smile faltering, Dad's gaze flicking away, Mia's eyes narrowing.
I note, my hand brushing the USB in my pocket, Liam's quetse grounding Emil, Mia's note a silent command. It's time.
By 10:50 a.m., the hall is a throbbing pulse of ambition, attendees crowding booths, a drone zipping overhead with a sponsor's logo, the air thick with the buzz of deals and demos. My booth draws a growing crowd, 30 VCs, a dozen journalists and curious founders, drawn by the dashboard's sleek visuals and Greenwave's bold banner. I step onto a small platform beside the monitor, microphone in hand, the screen behind me primed, my heart pounding but my voice clear, amplified by booth speakers. "Welcome to Greenwave Analytics," I begin, meeting Mom's eyes, Dad's, Mia's, Liam's, Noah's, Samir's, the VCs. Our platform empowers companies to track carbon emissions in real time, driving sustainability with precision. With 2 Boston clients, $100,000 in seed funding, and a $1 million valuation, we're building a greener future. The crowd nods, a VC in a gray suit scribbling notes, a journalist from TechCrunch snapping photos, the law firm's CEO leaning forward. I launch the demo, the screen bursting with charts, emissions trends, compliance metrics, client logos, my voice detailing $50,000 in contracts, a pipeline for $100,000 more, and growth projections to $5 million in 3 years. "This isn't a little app," I say, locking eyes with Noah, his smirk fading, his latte frozen mid-sip. "It's an empire built from grit, not stolen funds, like the $50,000 wedding savings my brother took without consent for his own venture." The crowd gasps, Mia clapping fiercely, Liam cheering, Mom's hand flying to her mouth, Dad's shoulders slumping, Jane whispering to Sam, "She's not joking." Noah's face drains, his blazer wilting, Samir's phone lowering. I plug in the USB, projecting my business plan, $1 million valuation, client contracts, seed funding letters, a Forbes mention as a startup to watch.
Greenwaves real, I sei, Passion riesing.
Born from nights coding while saving for a future, now stolen. But I'm still standing. Attendees applaud, a VC raising her glass, a reporter typing furiously, the tech CEO nodding. Mom's voice trembles, breaking through, "Ava, we're so sorry." Dad clears his throat, his face raw, "We didn't see you, sweetheart." Their guilt, raw but late, stings, a crack in their bias. Noah pushes forward, his voice slicing through the applause, sharp as a shard. "This is a desperate stunt, Ava. Your startup is smoke. Samir's blog found no real funding, just hype, and you're broke without my loan. VCs, check her clients, she's bluffing to smear me." Samir smirks, flashing a tablet with his blog post, "Greenwave, hype or hope?" Attendees murmuring, a VC frowning, Jane nodding, Sam's phone raised, filming. Noah's leveraged his MIT network, his little app jab now a public assault, his eyes blazing with defiance. I'm prepared, Mia sliding me a folder, my voice unshaken. "Greenwave solid," I say, projecting financials. $100,000 seed funding, $50,000 revenue, $1 million valuation, client contracts signed. Fundings from a sustainability accelerator, clients are real, growth's mapped. Here's proof. Lila circulates copies, attendees scanning, the VC nodding, the journalist snapping photos, Jane's tablet dipping, Sam's filming pausing, the law firm's CEO clapping. Mia stands, her voice ringing, "Ava's building a sustainable future, respect her empire, Noah, or step back." Liam adds, "She's the visionary, not you, check the numbers.
The crowd roars, Moms Eis glistening, Dad's hand on hers, AVC whispering, she's got it.
Noah's composure shatters, his voice spiking, you're a fraud, Ava, riding my coattails with stolen hype. His jab reborn, he storms to a blockchain booth, phone out, likely rallying bloggers or contacts, Samir trailing, tablet dim. The pitch raps, VCs swarming my booth, for requesting meetings, a $200,000 funding offer floated, a TechCrunch reporter eager, your betrayal angles gold. Mom hugs me, her voice soft, we failed you, Ava. Dad grips my arm, you're our star. Their apologies mend a fragile bridge. Mia pulls me aside, her grin fierce, you owned it, but Noah's not done. His blog sniffing VCs, maybe clients. Funding's your next fight. I nod, the USB secure, the expo a victory, but Noah's shadow looms, my $95,000 shortfall and his gossip a threat. A memory surges, I'm 14, at a Boston Beach cleanup with Grandpa, coding a recycling app, his voice warm, you change the world, Ava. Noah, 16, steals Dad for his debate win, Mom's voice, let him shine. I'm left with my laptop, Grandpa's nod my spark, green waves root. Today, that root bloomed, my $1 million startup a beacon, but Noah's storm rages.
August 2013, Noahs Blogposts, Hypepfades, Trud Endures.
Real builders rise.
Raute Boston Tech Trud.
It hits 1,200 likes, Jane sharing, a blogger commenting, her funding's shaky. Mia texts, he's after your VCs, expose yours, lock that funding.
I'm at my studio, the USB glowing, green wave Maiswort, Mia and Liam my Alice.
The VC meetings and Noah's next move will test me, but I'm steady, my empire a legacy to defend, not just for me, but for the woman who built from silence where Noah sought to shine. August 13, 2030, dawns with a golden summer haze over Boston's Somerville, the Charles River a shimmering ribbon beyond my studio apartment's single window, its frame weathered but sturdy, overlooking a quiet street lined with brownstones. I'm seated at my cluttered desk, a fortress of laptops, post-it notes, and a steaming mug of chamomile tea, its floral scent a fragile anchor against the hum of morning commuters. Yesterday's triumph at the Boston Tech Expo, where I unveiled Greenwave Analytics, my $1 million valued sustainability data startup, still pulses through me, the crowd's gasps, Mia and Liam's cheers, and Mom and Dad's tearful apologies a hard-won victory against Noah's betrayal. His theft of my $50,000 wedding fund, dismissed as an investment for his failing startup, and his expo attack, calling Greenwave a pipe dream, backfired when I countered with $100,000 in seed funding and $50,000 in contracts, securing a $200,000 VC offer.
But Noah's LinkedIn post last night, Hypepfades, Trud Endures.
Hashtag Boston Tech Truth, with 1,200 likes and Cousin Jane's share, signals a brewing counterattack, his tech blog allies spreading doubt about my funding. My empire, built in secret through an LLC, is strained by a $95,000 shortfall for servers and a developer, worsened by a client's $20,000 contract hesitation. Today, I fortify my position, countering Noah's digital and family assaults, preparing for VC meetings to lock in $200,000 and scale Greenwave. Noah thinks he can dim my legacy, but I'm rooted, my startup a beacon, ready to defend my empire, not to crush him, but to claim my place as the daughter they've underestimated. The past 24 hours have been a tense dance of strategy and vigilance. My expo reveal, backed by a USB drive of my business plan, client contracts, and a live carbon tracking demo, shifted the family's gaze. Moms, we failed you, Dad's you're our star, Mia's fierce support. But Noah's furious exit, phone in hand, and his hashtag Boston Tech Truth post hinted at a calculated retaliation. Mia's warning, he's after your VCs, maybe clients, rang true, with Noah's post sparking comments from his MIT blogger friend Samir, questioning my shaky funding, Jane retweeting with need more proof. Greenwave Analytics, my platform for real-time corporate emissions tracking, is wobbling under the $50,000 loss, with $95,000 needed to scale, a client's $20,000 contract now delayed due to Noah's blog buzz. My phone buzzes with a text from Mia, Noah's stirring the pot, family chat's a mess, he's calling you hyped up. VC meetings are your shot. Lunch. I reply, 1 p.m., tasty burger. Bring your sharpest ideas. Her response is swift, on it, We'll bury his spin. At 9:30 a.m., I meet Lila, my coder and Greenwave's tech lead, at a co-working space in Kendall Square, its glass walls alive with startup hustle, the air thick with espresso and whiteboard marker fumes. Lila's in a black hoodie, her tablet open to our app's backend, her short hair tucked behind her ears, her voice urgent. The demo held up at the expo, but we're at server capacity, $30,000 needed for upgrades, or we crash with new users. A VC emailed, asking if Noah's blog claims about no funding are true. We need to shut this down. My jaw clenches, Noah's gossip a creeping threat, his pipe dream jab now a tangible hit to our credibility. Focus on the backend, I say, handing her a revised API spec, my voice steady despite the churn in my gut.
Il handle the VCS, press kits going out.
Lila nods, her eyes wary, the expo's success a double-edged sword, empowering our pitch but exposing us to Noah's sabotage. I call Priya, my accelerator mentor, her Cambridge office a hum of keyboards over the phone, her voice crisp. You're on thin ice, Ava, she warns, her numbers stark. The $95,000 shortfall's critical, September 1st deadline, and another client's wobbling on a $15,000 contract, spooked by Noah's hashtag Boston Tech Truth post and Samir's blog.
Jure $110,000 short now.
Those VC meetings, 2 today, 2 tomorrow, are your lifeline for $200,000. Prove your traction. My stomach lurches. Noah's influence, amplified by his tech network, is strangling Greenwave's momentum, the $50,000 theft a noose tightening. I'm countering, I say, my resolve like steel. I'm posting our contracts and funding proof on LinkedIn, prepping a press release for the meetings. What else? Priya softens, tell your story, woman rises from betrayal, builds a green empire. And dazzle the VCs. Show them your numbers, your fire. I agree, her numbers a map of my battlefield, the VC meetings my chance to secure Greenwave's future. At 10:30 a.m., I head to my first VC meeting at a sleek seaport office, its glass walls overlooking Boston Harbor's glittering waves, the air cool with recycled AC. The VC, a woman named Elena from Harbor Fund, greets me in a navy suit, her handshake firm, her eyes appraising as we sit at a polished oak table. Your expo pitch was compelling, she says, flipping through my deck, her pen tapping. $1 million valuation, 2 clients, $100,000 seed, impressive. But Noah's blog claims you're underfunded, leaning on personal loans. Address that. My heart skips, Noah's shadow reaching even here, but I'm prepared, sliding a folder across. Greenwave solid, I say, opening to contracts, $50,000 revenue, $100,000 seed from a sustainability accelerator, letters of intent for $100,000 more. No personal loans, just strategic funding. Our expo demo tracked emissions for a law firm and retailer, real-time. We're projecting $5 million in 3 years. Elena nods, scanning the numbers, her pen pausing. And the $50,000 family dispute? She asks, her gaze sharp. I meet it, my voice clear. My brother took my wedding fund without consent. I'm here because I built Greenwave despite that, not because of it. She leans back, a faint smile forming. Resilient. Let's talk terms. $100,000 for 10% equity. I counter, $150,000 for 12%, my pulse racing, her nod sealing a handshake, a $150,000 commitment pending due diligence, a lifeline for Greenwave servers. At 1 p.m., I meet Mia at Tasty Burger, a retro Alston diner with red vinyl booths, the sizzle of fries and burgers filling the air, its jukebox humming a classic rock tune. Mia's at a booth, her teal sweater vibrant, her dark ponytail swinging, a milkshake sweating beside her laptop, open to Noah's blog post, her eyes fierce. He's escalating, she says, sliding a fry through ketchup, her voice low. Family chat's a warzone, Jane's all in with Noah, sharing his post, saying you're exaggerating Greenwave. Sam's wobbling, texting dad about your funding. Noah's DMing Aunt Jane, claiming you're hiding debts, and Samir's blog hit a VC's radar, one emailed Lila about financial gaps. My chest tightens, Noah's snooping, once just my laptop at Christmas, now a tech-fueled siege, his MIT network a web around my startup plan. I ask, biting a burger, its saltiness a fleeting comfort. Mia leans in, her gaze unyielding, flood the zone. Post your contracts, seed funding, expo clips on LinkedIn, beat Noah at his game. Invite family to your VC pitch tomorrow, let them see you close the deal. Mom's guilt, dad's pride, use it. You're the builder, not his failing crypto app. Her strategy aligns with mine, but doubt creeps in. Mom's wavering, dad's reserve, Jane's betrayal. They'll back him, I say, my voice low. Mia's eyes flash, they're cracking, Ava. Mom texted me she's rethinking, dad's silent. You're rewriting their story, do it for Greenwave.
Back at my apartment, I Kraft a LinkedIn Post, my fingers hesitating, Noahs Raute Boston Tech droht a gut.
The videos from the expo, me on the booth stage, dashboard glowing, captioned, proud to lead Greenwave Analytics, $1 million valuation, $100,000 seed, $50,000 revenue, tracking carbon for Boston clients.
Droht outshines hype. Raute Greenwave Impact.
I attach contracts, a seed funding letter, and expo photos, posting it, my heart racing as it hits 500 likes in minutes, Mia sharing, Liam commenting, that's my Ava. Mom texts, we're seeing you, Ava.
Sorry again.
Dad's silent, his accountants reserve a wall, but Mom's words crack their bias. Noah's profile stays quiet, a storm gathering.
August 2014, A. Blolands.
Priya emails. Another client pulled a $10,000 contract, citing funding concerns from Noah's blog and Jane's shares.
Shortfalls $120,000.
Tomorrow's VC meetings are do or die for $200,000. My pulse spikes, Noah's digital jabs, amplified by family, threaten Greenwave's foundation, the $50,000 theft a noose. I call Rachel, my bank officer, her voice firm, Ava, $120,000 by September 1st, or scaleback starts. Meetings are critical, show stability. I revise my pitch, adding expo metrics, 50 attendees, $200,000 offer, Forbes mention, to dazzle VCs. A memory surfaces, I'm 15, coding an eco-app at a hackathon, dreaming of startups, grandpa watching. Noah, 17, steals mom for his startup pitch, dad's voice, let him shine. I'm left with keys, grandpa's nod my spark, Greenwave's route. Today, that route stands, but Noah's claws, blog, LinkedIn, Jane, threaten it.
August 2015, Noah posts on LinkedIn. Real Startups deliver, not dream. Droht Kurzdeper. Raute Boston Tech Legacy.
It hits 1,500 likes, Jane sharing, a VC commenting, funding clarity needed. Mia texts, he's targeting your VCs, Samir's sniffing contracts. Family split, mom's wobbly, dad's quiet, Jane's with Noah. Meetings are your stage. I meet Liam at my co-working space, his jeans casual, his support fierce as he reviews my deck. Noah's desperate, he says, sipping coffee. Invite us to your pitch, Mom, Dad, Jane. Show them you're unstoppable, lock that funding. I send invites, Mom RSVPing, Dad tentative, Noah silent, his blogger likely probing VCs or clients, a shadow over my empire. August 16th, VC prep consumes me, Lila testing the demo, booth visuals repurposed for pitches, my deck polished, contracts, valuation, expo buzz. Noah's sway looms, his charm holds Jane, Sam, his blog a threat, but Mia's right, Greenwave's truth will shatter their bias. I rehearse my pitch, balancing grit and vision, aiming to shift their gaze without war. A memory hits, I'm 12 at a Cape Cod cleanup, logging waste on my app, grandpa's voice, you're a builder, Ava. Noah, 14, steals dad for his trophy, mom's voice, let him shine. I'm left with data, grandpa's nod my fuel. Tomorrow's meetings with family, VCs and Noah's shadow are my crucible, Greenwave's future. $120,000, my empire's survival on the line. Noah's storm rages, but I'm steady, my legacy a fortress, ready to shine where he sought to dim, to build where he hoped to break. August 17, 2030, is a radiant summer morning in Boston, the Seaport District's glass towers glinting under a cloudless sky, the harbor's waves sparkling as I step into the sleek offices of Harbor Fund for my final VC meeting. The conference room, with its polished oak table, floor-to-ceiling windows, and faint scent of coffee, hums with the quiet intensity of high-stakes deals. I'm dressed in a teal blazer, my heart steady but racing, clutching a USB drive loaded with Greenwave Analytics business plan, contracts, and financials. My $1 million valued sustainability startup now on the cusp of a $200,000 funding round. 5 days ago, at the Boston Tech Expo, I unveiled Greenwave, countering Noah's theft of my $50,000 wedding fund, his dismissive "it's an investment," Ava, and his expo attack, calling my startup a pipe dream. My demo, showcasing $100,000 in seed funding and $50,000 in client contracts, secured a $150,000 commitment, but Noah's LinkedIn post, "Real startups deliver, not dream." #Boston Tech Legacy, with 1,500 likes, fueled doubt, delaying a $10,000 contract and pushing my shortfall to $120,000. Today, with allies Mia, Liam, and Lila by my side, a TechCrunch feature amplifying my expo triumph, and family support wavering, I'm poised to lock in funding, silence Noah's sabotage, and mend our fractured family. Noah thinks he can dim my legacy, but Greenwave is my beacon, not to crush him, but to claim my place as the daughter they've underestimated. The past 4 days have been a crucible of strategy, resilience, and quiet hope. My expo reveal, $1 million valuation, real-time carbon tracking, and client testimonials, shifted the family's gaze, with mom's tearful "we failed you," dad's "proud you're our star," and Mia's fierce support, but Noah's #Boston Tech Legacy post and blogger Samir's funding clarity needed stirred doubts, with cousin Jane sharing and a VC questioning my stability. Greenwave Analytics, my platform for corporate emissions tracking, teeters under the $50,000 theft, with $120,000 needed for servers and a developer, worsened by a client's $15,000 contract hesitation. My LinkedIn post, #GreenwaveImpact, with 500 likes, countered Noah's narrative, and my $150,000 VC commitment from Elena bolstered my momentum, but Noah's influence persists, his MIT network probing my clients. My phone buzzes with Mia's text, "You slayed the expo," but Noah's digging, his bloggers sniffing VCs. "Today's meeting's your crown." Dinner. I reply, 7 p.m., Legal Seafoods.
Bring your fire.
Her response is swift, "On it. Crush those VCs." At 9 a.m., I meet Lila at my Somerville co-working space, its open plan chaos alive with startup chatter, the air thick with coffee and dry erase markers. Lila, in a black hoodie, tweaks Greenwave's dashboard on her tablet, her short hair tucked back, her voice urgent, backends holding, "But we're maxed, $30,000 for servers or we crash with new clients." A VC called, worried about Noah's blog claims of no funding.
Shoot it down, Ava.
My jaw clenches, Noah's gossip a persistent virus, his pipe dream jab a hit to our credibility. Keep the demo live, I say, handing her an updated API spec, my voice steady.
Il handle the VCS, press kits live. Lila notes, her eis vari, the expose triumph a fragile edge.
I call Priya, my accelerator mentor, her Cambridge office a hum of keyboards, her voice crisp, "You're close, Ava, but $120,000 short, September 1st deadline." Noah's #Boston Tech Legacy post spooked another client. They're pausing a $10,000 deal.
Jure $130,000 short now.
Today's VC meetings do or die for $200,000. Prove your traction. My stomach lurches. Noah's digital siege, amplified by Jane's shares, threatens Greenwave's lifeline. I'm countering, I say, my resolve ironclad. LinkedIn's updated, TechCrunch features out, pitch is ready. Priya softens, tell your story, betrayed sister builds green empire.
Show VCS your fire.
I nod, her number's my battlefield map, the 10 a.m. meeting my chance to secure Greenwave's future. At 10 a.m., I face Elena and 2 VCs in Harbor Fund's conference room, their suits crisp, a projector humming. Greenwave's transforming sustainability. I begin, plugging in the USB, the screen glowing with dashboards, emissions charts, client logos, $100,000 seed, $50,000 revenue. We've got 2 clients, a $1 million valuation, and Expo Buzz with a $150,000 commitment. We're projecting $5 million in 3 years. Elena nods, a VC scribbling, but the other, a man named Victor, leans forward, his eyes sharp. Noah's blog claims you're underfunded, relying on family loans. Address that. Noah's shadow strikes again, but I'm ready, sliding a folder across. No loans, just $100,000 seed from a sustainability accelerator, $50,000 contracts signed, $100,000 in letters of intent. My brother took my $50,000 wedding fund, but Greenwave stands on its own. I project financials, $1 million valuation, growth metrics, a Forbes mention. Victor nods, Elena smiles, resilient. We're in, $200,000 for 15% equity. I counter, $200,000 for 12%, my pulse racing, their handshakes sealing the deal, Greenwave funded, $130,000 shortfall covered, servers and hires secured. At noon, I meet Liam at my co-working space, his navy sweater casual, his eyes bright as he reviews my deck. You nailed it, he says, hugging me, his voice warm. Noah's losing, invite family to celebrate, show them you're unstoppable.
Note, texting the family chat. Greenwave secured $200,000.
Join us for dinner, legal seafoods, 7 p.m. Mom RSVPs, so proud Ava, Dad replies. We'll be there, Jane silent, Noah absent, his LinkedIn quiet, a storm brewing. At 7 p.m., I arrive at Legal Seafoods, its waterfront patio overlooking Boston Harbor, the air rich with clam chowder and sea breeze, twinkle lights glowing above wooden tables. Mia's in a teal dress, her laptop open to Noah's blog, her latte steaming. He's doubling down, she says, her voice low, slicing a lobster roll. Jane's sharing his hashtag Boston Tech Legacy, saying you're hiding risks. Noah's DMing Sam, claiming Greenwave's overhyped. His blogger hit a client with funding doubts. Family split, mom's with you, dad's wobbly, Jane's all Noah.
My chest tightens, Noah sabotage, once laptop snooping, now a tech assault.
Plan. I ask, sipping chowder, its warmth fleeting. Mia leans in, flood LinkedIn, post your VC deal, contracts, TechCrunch. Invite family to your client demo next week, let them see Greenwave live.
You raise a legacy.
I nod, posting on LinkedIn, Greenwave Analytics secures $200,000 VC. $1 million valuation, $50,000 revenue, building a green future. Hashtag Greenwave Impact. It hits 700 likes, Mia sharing, Liam commenting, a client confirming their $10,000 contract.
August 2019, A. Blolands.
Priya emails, Noah's blogger spooked another client, $5,000 contract paused. You're $5,000 short for hires, but VC funds cover servers. Client demos critical, $50,000 deal pending. I call Rachel, my bank officer, Ava, $200,000 clears your shortfall, but lock that $50,000 deal to scale. I prep a client demo for August 25th, showcasing Greenwave's dashboard to a law firm, inviting family to witness. A memory surfaces, I'm 14, coding an eco-app at a hackathon, grandpa watching, his voice, you change the world, Ava. Noah, 16, steals mom for his startup pitch, dad's voice, let him shine. I'm left with code, grandpa's nod my spark.
August 2020, Noah posts on LinkedIn, Hype crashs, droht Endures. Raute Boston Tech Future.
It hits 1,800 likes, Jane sharing, Sam commenting, show the money. Mia texts, he's after your clients, Samir's sniffing.
Family split, mom's yours, dad's quit, Janis Noah's.
Demos your stage. I meet mom and dad at the brownstone, mom hugging me, her voice soft, we failed you, Ava. We're so proud. Dad grips my arm, you're our star, not Noah. Their words mend a bridge, fragile but real. August 25th, the demo dazzles, the law firm signing $50,000, Greenwave hitting $1.2 million valuation, staff hired, servers upgraded. Noah visits my apartment, jeans worn, eyes red, I was wrong, Ava. I was scared, you're real, I'm chasing hype. I stole to feel big. I'm sorry. His honesty cracks my armor, a memory surging. I'm 10, coding with Noah at Cape Cod, our laughter pure before rivalry. Join Greenwave, I say, my voice soft.
Be my brother.
He nods, tears falling, a truce forming. September 5th, the family gathers at my parents' backyard, lanterns glowing, the Charles River gleaming. Mom serves lasagna, Dad pours Merlot, Mia grills shrimp, Liam dances with me, Jane brings pie, her nod sincere, Noah quieter, tweaking my app, his smile genuine. TechCrunch's feature, Ava Bennett's Green Wave Triumph, trends with hashtag Green Wave Impact, shared by clients and cousins. I stand by the hydrangeas, my USB-framed, Green Wave my legacy, not just $1.2 million, but a bridge rebuilt from Noah's theft, binding us under Boston stars. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your stories of rivalry and redemption below, and if this tale resonated, give it a thumbs up. Triumph blooms from betrayal's shadow.